a brand new Mega Man for the first time in almost a decade, the first HD 2D Final Fantasy ever, a horror RPG that plays like Parasite Eve never left, and an indie RPG that took 11 years to build, and it drops in 3 weeks. These are the 4 upcoming games actually worth your attention right now, and one of them just got news most people haven't seen yet. Welcome back to CrusherXGaming, where we cover in-depth game breakdowns, honest impressions, and community giveaways on every video. Quick favor before we start. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and comment which of these 4 games you're most excited about. I read everything, and I genuinely want to see where you all stand on this one. Alright, let's start with the one that's closest. First up, Forsaken Realms, Vahrin's Call. And this one is no longer a someday game. It's officially locked for July 27th, 2026 on PC through Steam. That's 3 weeks away. Xbox and PlayStation versions are planned shortly after launch. And here's the part that got me. This is a self-funded indie studio, Titan Rock, a team of just 7 developers in the UK. And they've been building this game for over a decade. No publisher, no generative AI, everything handcrafted. Whether the game lands or not, that alone earns respect. So, what is it? It's a narrative-driven fantasy action RPG set in the world of Leda. You're a mercenary heading toward Vahrin, a war-torn city that got overrun by insect-like creatures called the Krayaks. And when the armies sent to save it were wiped out, the city was basically abandoned to its fate. That's where you come in. The big selling point here is freedom. The progression system is completely classless. No picking warrior, mage, or rogue and staying locked in that lane forever. You shape your playstyle through weapons, spells, alchemy, traps, whatever you can get your hands on. Want to be an archer flinging fireballs between arrows? Go for it. Axe-wielding whirlwind of death? Also fine. And that matters because a lot of action RPGs say they give you choice, but underneath, everyone ends up playing the same build by endgame. If Titan Rock makes these builds actually feel different, this game stands out. It also leans more into adventure than endless loot farming. Contracts, side quests, weird characters, handcrafted zones instead of a bloated open world. I enjoy loot as much as anyone, but not every RPG needs to turn into a spreadsheet with damage numbers flying everywhere. One honest caveat. This is a small team's first game, and we haven't seen reviews yet, so keep expectations grounded. But with the date locked and a demo series running on their YouTube right now, we'll know very soon if 11 years of work paid off. Oh, and July 27th happens to be a very special date for this channel too. More on that later. Now, from a game that just locked its date, to one that just pushed its date back. Parasite Mutant is probably the most interesting game on this list for survival horror fans. And here's the fresh news. In early June, the developer Ice Citruna announced the game has been delayed. The new target window is September to October this year, and the exact date drops about 3 weeks before launch, once console certification clears. Honestly, I'm fine with that. The team straight up admitted they underestimated the scale of the project, and I'd rather wait a couple months than get a rushed horror game. If you haven't heard of it, Parasite Mutant is a sci-fi horror RPG set in the distant future. You play as Nova, a psionic agent sent to investigate an abandoned island city crawling with mutated creatures. And because this is survival horror, the mission obviously spirals into something much bigger. Secrets, conspiracies, and a threat that can change her fate. The combat is the standout. It uses ATC, active time chains. Think the old active time battle system from late 90s RPGs, fused with a 3-segment chain system. You're not just standing still picking attacks from a menu, you're watching the gauge, dodging in real time, and deciding, do I spend my energy now, or bank it for a bigger chain release? That's the part I like. A lot of horror games coast on atmosphere alone. This one is trying to have real RPG depth. Puzzles, equipment modules, plus points from combat, and a new game plus that carries progression forward into new areas. They even revealed the New Game Plus zone, an 81-floor tower called the Sky Garden. That's not a small bonus mode, that's a whole second grind. Visually, it's semi-realistic anime with modern rendering, but with optional retro and CRT filters for that late 90s survival horror mood. And yes, the comparison everyone's making is Parasite Eve. It's not an official successor, but the tone, the camera, the structure, definitely a spiritual cousin. And if you're skeptical, the demo is on Steam right now, free, sitting at very positive with 88%. Go try it yourself and tell me what you think in the comments. Okay, now the big one. Final Fantasy Resonance. This is the first Final Fantasy ever made in HD 2D, and if you've been begging Square Enix for modern turn-based Final Fantasy, this is them finally answering. It was announced June 9th at the Nintendo Direct, and it launches October 22nd, 2026 on Nintendo Switch, Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC through Steam and the Microsoft Store. Basically everything. Quick backstory, because this is actually a cool one. Resonance rebuilds the first story arc of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, the mobile game that shut down. The devs basically said the story was too good to let die, so they rebuilt it from scratch as a premium console RPG. New scenario writing, a walkable world map, airships you actually fly, the whole classic package. You follow Rain and Laswell, Knights of the Kingdom of Grandshelt, joined by a mysterious girl named Fina as they try to protect the world's crystals from Veritas of the Dark. Pixel art, modern lighting, cinematic camera work, crystals, espers, moogles, chocobos, they are aiming directly at your nostalgia, and I respect the precision. Combat is where it gets interesting. Fully turn-based, with a timeline system similar to Octopath Traveler. Every enemy has a stagger gauge, hit weaknesses, break their defense, steal extra turns, and finish with cinematic resonance attacks. Then there's the vision system. These are echoes of legendary Final Fantasy characters who fight alongside your party with their own skills. And it's not just fan service for the sake of fan service. Visions plug into party building and strategy. That's the difference between fan service and useful fan service. Side content is stacked too. The Wandering Swordmaster Gilgamesh, a Colosseum, the Chamber of Arms with foes sealed inside legendary weapons, and a showdown with Ultima Weapon. The main story runs about 30 to 40 hours. Pricing: $49.99 standard on every platform, $59.99 for the digital deluxe, and a $209.99 collector's edition with an art book and soundtrack. And the best part, Square Enix confirmed no gacha, no microtransactions. Buy it once, own the whole game. After Brave Exvius, that feels almost poetic. Here's why this one matters. Fans have been asking for a modern, turn-based Final Fantasy for years. If Resonance sells, it sends a very loud message to Square Enix that classic Final Fantasy still has a serious audience. So, in a way, this launch is a referendum. No pressure, October. And finally, Mega Man is back, which still feels weird to say out loud. Mega Man Dual Override is the 12th mainline classic entry, the first since Mega Man 11, all the way back in 2018. It's planned for 2027, lining up with the franchise's 40th anniversary, and it's coming to basically everything. Switch, Switch 2, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. The formula sounds familiar. Mega Man, Dr. Wily, 2D stages, robot bosses, precise platforming, and honestly, good. Mega Man doesn't need to become an open-world crafting RPG with 3 skill trees and a fishing minigame. The appeal is tight level design, brutal bosses, learning patterns, and barely surviving a stage before it finally clicks. What's new? The trailer showed a more vibrant, futuristic look, visible battle damage on Mega Man himself, and a mysterious system teased in the title itself, Duel. Capcom hasn't explained what Dual Override actually means yet, and that's clearly on purpose. Fans also caught Proto Man's whistle in the trailer, so make of that what you will. And here's my favorite part, the Robot Master Design Contest. Capcom asked fans to design a boss with a giant suction arm, and around 10,000 people entered. It's now down to 6 finalists: Cleanser Man, Sweeper Woman, Recycle Man, Cactus Man, Juggle Man, and Valve Man. One of them gets picked by the dev team and put in the actual game. A fan-designed Robot Master in a mainline Mega Man. That's the kind of community move I love. I'd still keep expectations realistic. We need more gameplay, more bosses, and a real date. But a proper new Mega Man after all these years is enough to keep this one on the radar. Remember when I said July 27th was a special date? Same day Vahrin's Call launches, CrusherXGaming turns 1 year old. And I'm preparing my biggest community event yet, a $2,000 anniversary event with multiple winners. But I want this powered by you. If I see strong support before the anniversary, comments, likes, shares, activity, we're going all in. Full details are coming soon. Now, let's reveal today's winners of the $100 giveaway, which is no longer only exclusive to the channel members. The lucky commenter and channel member are Yusuf and Greel. Congratulations! Each of you gets $50. DM me on Discord to claim your prize. And as always, we roll straight into the next giveaway. Same deal. $100 total, 1 lucky channel member and 1 lucky commenter, $50 each. To enter, like this video and drop a comment telling me which of these 4 games you're most excited about and why. That's it. This giveaway runs on every single video. If you're a channel member and you keep showing up, you always have a chance to win. Before we end, a real shout out to the channel members. Your support keeps the content going, funds these giveaways, and honestly makes a huge difference for this channel. Big thanks to you guys and everyone who keeps commenting, giving feedback, and supporting CrusherXGaming. And thank you to everyone watching, member or not. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe, share it with another gamer, and tell me which of these games you're watching the closest. More upcoming game breakdowns are on the way. See you in the next one.